Hello and good morning to my sourdough girlies. I got a lot of requests for a video showing my sourdough bread making process with timestamps. I fed my starter at 9 a.m. and then it was ready and active and bubbling around 1, so this is when I started making the dough. This loaf is a chocolate loaf and it's the first time I've made a chocolate loaf, but it really doesn't change the timing of everything, it just changes the recipe. This was the best sourdough recipe I have ever made. It is so good. I got it from a creator. I will tag her below. I honestly don't like regular sourdough, and I only make regular sourdough loaves to gift to other people that do like regular sourdough. So this one was really great because it was actually for me. This is a peppermint mocha loaf, and oh my gosh, it gives off the best Christmas vibes. Oh, I do stretch and folds every 30 minutes after a 1-hour proof. And I do 4 stretch and folds. After that 4th stretch and fold, you're gonna go ahead and let your dough sit on the counter for about 4 to 5 hours for this chocolate loaf. But with a regular loaf, I usually leave it for up to 12 hours, usually like 8 to 12 hours on the counter. The best tip I can give you with sourdough altogether is to let it cold proof in the fridge overnight and have it shaped before you put it in the fridge. If you don't know how to shape your bread, then I can make another video on how to do that, but it really isn't super difficult. It's just kind of a push-pull motion. Scoring a cold loaf is a lot easier than scoring a warm loaf because it doesn't wiggle as much, and so you get perfect scores. That's why I recommend putting it in the fridge fully shaped. Alright, once she is shaped, she's ready to go into the fridge for the overnight proof. Make sure you flour the top and bottom of the loaf because sourdough is sticky. And it's the next morning, so we're ready to preheat our oven, put that Dutch oven in there to get warm, and then score. I like to dust my loaf with flour so that I can make lines with a fishing line or string. My goal was for these to look like Christmas trees, and I was only slightly disappointed by the result, so I will have to do better. Be sure to put your loaf on some parchment paper before it goes into your Dutch oven. This will help prevent burns on the bottom. 20 minutes in, you're going to take that lid off and then let it bake for another 35. And lower the temp to 400 when you take the lid off. I will say this isn't the prettiest loaf I've ever made, but oh my gosh, it is the most delicious loaf I have ever tasted. I highly recommend going to the creator's page that I tagged below and finding her peppermint mocha loaf recipe because this was divine. And would be such a hit at your Christmas gathering, so go make it. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Love you, bye.